Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful Wednesday, March 19th. And guess what? It is Hat Day! Look at my super awesome octopus hat. This is one that I borrowed, but I just had to wear it because it matches our theme of Catch the Reading Wave and all those super duper awesome underwater creatures. So enjoy today with your hat if you brought one or wore one. That's super fun. Remember, anytime we bring or wear shirts that have words or hats or anything like that, we want to make sure it's school appropriate, right? So be thinking, oh, are the words on here pick me up words? Are they happy? Are they positive? Are they kind? And then think about, are the images on our shirt or our hat or anything that we wear, are they positive? Are they uplifting? Are they kind? We want to avoid things that seem to be like unsafe or super scary, things like that, because school should be a safe place for everybody to come. And if your grown-ups at home allow you to have those things, save them for home because that's where it's most appropriate and approved. But here at Scott School, we keep it really, really friendly, safe, and kind. And let's see, today is a half day. We dismiss at 11:42. Families have been shared that information, so they are in the know. And Friday is pajama day, so get cozy with a good book. So if you'd like to participate, it's always a fun day to see everybody's PJs. Again, make sure they're appropriate. Because that's really important for us to at school be respectful, responsible, safe, not only in the things we do and in the things we say, but also in the things we wear. And now on to Mrs. Cochran.
Good morning, friends. Word of the week. Little day late, but that's okay. The word is transport. Transport is a verb and it means carry from place to place. So verbs are action words. So our little story is about a bird and it says, in the future, can you please transport my food here in a paper bag instead of your mouth? Because birds carry their food from to their young in their mouth. I was thinking transport. Well, how many of you raise your hand if you ride the bus to school? That means you were transported in a bus from home to school. Raise your hand if you rode in a car to school this morning. You were transported by car from one place to another. So that's a word. It's just a bigger word for saying moving from one place to another. So try to use it this week. Moving on, we have our reading month logs for third grade. We have Miss Larson with 52 in third place, and then Mrs. Flegel with 63, and Miss Poos Farouche with 64. That's incredible. And starting down with second grade, we have 35 from Mrs. Sovey, and 40 from Mrs. Yunker, and 44 from Mrs. Taylor. Miss Taylor. So we're really close, friends. It sounds like a lot of us are getting those reading logs in. And we still have one more week? Yeah. One more week. Okay. So right about today's Wednesday. So 8 days of school left to get those reading logs in and get us to catch the reading wave. Moving on to Mrs. Schwartz.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Cochran. You know, friends, it occurred to me as Miss Cochran was talking about our word of the week, transport. That's one of the things I love about reading is I feel like in my mind, in my imagination, I get transported to an imaginary place where I can see the book in my mind as I read. And I just love that. I feel like I get moved to a different place or transported. Ha ha. Right? See, you can use it anytime. All right, friends, we've got some Panther Pride winners this morning from Miss Sovey's room. We have Austin and Clayton. From Miss Anderson's room, we have Bailey and Marshall. From Mrs. Carr's room, we have Mari and Kellen. From Miss Villarreal's room, we have Lauren and Jose. From Mrs. Young's room, we have Jordan and Ariana. And from Miss Stenning's room, we have Pip and Ben. And from Mrs. Toth's room, we have Luke, Kai, Jasper, and Hank Cha. Congratulations, my friends. We cannot wait to celebrate you next week at the end of March, which is just crazy. Time flies when you're having fun and catching the reading wave. Now let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.